This is the Back to the Future / Transformers crossover transformer called GIGAWATT. Basically, that's the 1.21 gigawatts or something like that was how much they needed to launch the time machine from the past to the future. And this is a cool little collaboration. They've done a few like crossover type things, and most of them just look a little too wacky for my own good. Like the X-Men Blackbird Transformer looks kind of crappy. I didn't like the Ecto one, but I'm kind of on board for GIGAWATT, right? Or GIGAWATT, whatever we're calling it. It's got some nice, retro looking, transformer packaging. I like that they give it a tech spec. You don't need the little red decoder. It tells you to clip and save. But it's got this sort of like, I don't know, what do you call it? Region creep. Like a good third of the packaging is just garbage, right? That just, because they're still just doing one package for all areas instead of like doing different regional packages. So you have, Russian and Italian and all kinds of things in here. And it takes up a lot of space and it ruins kind of the charm of the packaging. But that's neither here nor there. It is still a cool package. This was brought to you by fun.com. So thank you for that. And if you want one of these, they have them available in stock. So go check them out if you haven't got one yet. All right, let's do the review. So here we have GIGAWATT in car mode, and of course that's the iconic DeLorean from Back to the Future. And it looks pretty good. I mean, there's not a lot here to give away that it's a Transformer. There's no like Autobot symbols or anything like that. It's got nice, separately molded detailing, separate parts for the cabling that comes around. All the great little paint detail in there. The vents, the license plate says out of time, like it should. It's great. It really looks good. It rolls freely. A couple of things that come with it in car mode. One is that we have the Mr. Fusion generator from the end of the movie. So you can put that in there, but it also comes with the cable, the wire, whatever, that they used back in the 50s to hook on to the clock tower cable and get the energy to go back to the future. So that's cool. Underneath, you can see there's gun storage here, but there's no storage for any of the other accessories. If you try to like plug these in, they're just gonna like get in the way and drag on the ground, so it doesn't really look great. So don't lose those. Another cool thing about this car mode is that you can turn it into hover mode. So you basically just move these wheels down. Now these joints in here have a double joint because they're for transformation. So although it really will work either way, you want to kind of get it so that joint comes out, and that looks more aesthetically pleasing than moving the whole thing over. So that's the flight mode. And there's a little bonus Easter egg is if you have a Tamashi stand, there's a little hole here. You can plug it in and get your flying DeLorean on display. How cool is that? I think that's very cool. You can also open the doors in car mode, sort of. But there's nothing really to see in there in this mode. It's just sort of there. But it's a nice feature if you wanted to display this with the doors open. You could, because the DeLorean was known for both the stainless steel body and gull-wing doors. And I'm sure copious amounts of cocaine. Yeah. All right, so let's transform this. So transforming this is pretty easy, but I also want to note that this is a higher quality transformer than your average $20 transformer. This is, $40 or so. And you can tell it shows in both the level of detail and like the material is just nicer. It just feels like a nicer transformer. Somehow straddling the line between masterpiece and generations, but it's really nice. It feels good. First thing we do is open up these panels on the legs, and we can just kind of open the wings to the side. And that allows us to bring this around. And in here are the feet. Now, it's hard to get out, but if you push in this little vent, it'll help push those out. So let's come out, and these come back. Rotate, split. Okay. You think these are the front, but that's the back actually, so that's the front. All right, now we take the arms out from the sides here. There's these little pieces here that need to swing around. Okay, and the arm just kind of come out, pulled out, which is easy enough to do. Now, this was a little tricky. First, there's gun storage under the car, so take that out. And there's a panel here that has the flex converter, which is a nice design touch. You have to first get these wheels in one and then two. So there's a double click. So you want to make sure you get it to come around all the way, right? Keep these out a little bit. This is going to come down, and you kind of want to just... It's hard the first time you do it. It's hard the second time you do it too, apparently. But Jesus, that was a... It's hard, man. It's hard to move, so be careful. Now, I guess once we're through that, let's kind of move on from things. Gotta push these in on the sides. And there he goes. Gigawatt. So now he has his gun. And you can put the Mr. Fusion on the back of the gun one way, like that. And he can also use the, I don't know what we call it, the power bar. Even though it's not a power bar like we know of it, it's the bar that gives the power. With the hook on the end, the hooked bar goes there. So, I mean, it's, the quality is awesome, right? In terms, don't pay no attention to me breaking that. The quality is nice in terms of the quality of the plastic is much better than your average Generations. This design is pretty good. It's the first one of these that I've liked in that it still makes a kind of a nice robot mode that doesn't scream like, oh, I'm obviously a Ghostbuster robot, or, you know, it's still, if you didn't really know that this was a time machine from Back to the Future, I think it still works as a nice transformer. And it just looks good all around, I think. I guess the one thing I don't like is that the head's a little set behind. You know, I wish that I could pull this head up a little bit and get a little more height on it, or push this down somehow. But if you look at it, I'm kind of like straight on. You're gonna, you know, not quite see everything the way you want to, but it's still pretty cool. So, yeah, this is Gigawatt Transformers, brought to you by fun.com. Oops, sorry guys. Can you do it? Oh, you can have it like that too, so you can be a sword. This is available now at fun.com, and it might be a cool gift for somebody for the holidays if you get one of these. They ship super quick, and the packaging is great, and I recommend. So once again, this is Josh from CollectionDX. Thank you for watching the review. You can get yours at fun.com. The link will be in the description. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and support us on Patreon. Helps us do more cool reviews. All right, thanks for watching. See you next time.